My parents hired a PI to find my TYI. But they had no idea what I'd do next. My parents paid thousands to find the twin sister I never knew existed. But they weren't doing it for love. They were doing it to replace me. What they didn't know was that I found her first. And together we made them regret everything. I was always a disappointment. Too outspoken, too weird. Out the golden child they wanted. They said I was ungrateful, cold, but the truth, I just never felt like I belonged. Then one night I overheard something that shattered me. Mom whispered to Dad she was the wrong TYI. We picked the wrong one. I froze. They had known all along I had a TYI. One they never told me about. Turns out at birth, there was a mix-up during a chaotic hospital fire. 2 identical girls, 2 sets of frantic parents. Somewhere along the line, they chose me and regretted it ever since. So they hired a private investigator to find her. Their second chance. Their do-over. But here's the part that changes everything. I found her first thanks to a trail of paperwork. The PI never noticed. I tracked her down in a sleepy town in Vermont. Her name was Avery and she looked exactly like me. Except she had the warmth I've been forced to bury. When I told her everything, she was stunned, then she laughed bitterly. They give you everything. She said everything except love. I corrected. We made a pact that night. Not to beg for their attention, but to expose the truth. And make them pay for what they did to both of us. We switched places. She moved into my room, played the better daughter. I stepped back, watched from the shadows. They adored her, treated her like a miracle. Dad even handed her a trust fund account under my name. They didn't suspect a thing until the will reading. Grandpa had died months before, and left everything to his one and only granddaughter. Legally, that was me. Avery pretending to be me. Signed over the rights. Then I walked in dressed in black. Hair slicked back. And holding the original hospital records. They froze. Mom turned pale, Dad dropped his glass. I said, remember that daughter you tried to replace? Turns out you were never my real parents to begin with. Silence. Then Avery dropped the bomb. She's moving in with my real family. The ones who never gave up on her. And you too. I pulled out a letter, are being sued for identity fraud, emotional abuse and theft by both of us. The PI they hired, he was never on their side. He was my godfather, he'd found out years ago. But waited until I was strong enough to face it. And together we set the whole thing up. They tried to find a better version of me. But all they did was give me the perfect partner for revenge. If you've ever been replaced, betrayed, or underestimated, this channel is where your comeback begins. Subscribe to Cold Revenge for more twisted tales of revenge, truth, and triumph.